Hey guys, we're going to have a look at trig equations and how to solve them. And we're going to make connections between the algebraic form, the graph, and the unit circle. And it's really important to get these basic connections. It helps be able to apply them in more complex situations. So let's have a look at a nice basic one. Okay, I call this one basic because there is a single sine, cos, or tan. If that is the case, the first thing we do is make cos subject, or cos x subject. That's the first thing. So let's make cos x subject. So we take the 3 over, we've got 4 cos x equals 2, and divide by 4. Of course, you should be able to go straight from here to this answer here. So cos of x equals a half. All right, the next thing we should say is, aha, I notice that I have an exact value here. Now that of course won't always be the case. Okay, if it's not an exact value, then it's just using cos inverse to find out what the angle is and then connecting it to our unit circle. Okay, so cos of what angle is a half? First of all, just let me go to my unit circle. Cos is positive. I come over here, ASTC. Cos is positive in this quadrant here and this quadrant here. So I've got this angle between 0 and 2 pi, this acute angle, and this big one over in the fourth quadrant there. Keeping in mind my domain is one rotation in the positive direction from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so you know very well I can't do this without my triangle, so I'm just going to whip up my triangle. 1, 2, root 3, that's 60, 30. So of course cos of what angle is 1/2? It looks like cos of 60. Now, if you want to work in degrees, that's okay, but keep in mind your domain is radians, so you'll need to answer in radians. But just at this point, I'm going to say, okay, I know that x is 60 degrees. So come over here, there's my 60, there's my butterfly wing. So I've got 60 degrees or 360 minus 60. So I've got my 60 degrees and my 300 degrees. But of course, I've got to go put it back into radians because of my domain. So x is equal to pi over 3, and of course that's 5 lots of 60, so there's 5 pi over 3. Okay, all right, if we just come to the graph for a moment, we come over here and have a look at the cos graph where it is equal to a half. So where's our cos graph? Here we go here. If we come up to a half and draw the line y equals to a half, and here's our domain, 0 to 2 pi, we can see our two solutions there. There's pi, so there's a half rotation, there's pi over 2, so we can see, if I just put in my quadrants there, I can see my angle there in the first quadrant, there it is, that's my pi over 3, and the angle in my fourth quadrant here between 3 pi over 2 and 2 pi, and there's my 5 pi over 3.